Before I could do that, she was like, more, more, like a zombie about to bite my face off. This is Florida, so that's not unreasonable to think. I'm Blake Weber, and this is a story about the time I got fired for being mean to a customer in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. So when I was in high school, I was sort of like a fat stoner kid who also had like a hot temper. That's why I smoked so much weed, try to tone it down a bit. It was me and my friends just riding around in cars wearing Rockaware, trying to freestyle rap to beats we downloaded off YouTube. I used to have a 4-foot bong that I kept in my trunk that we used to smoke out of before and after school. But I was good at doing things too. I was one of them functioning stoners. I had just gotten hired at this really fancy restaurant, and I was the only high school kid working there. I was really excited, and it was a really highly sought after job. I had just finished my training to be a server, and I was good at my job. I was a good server. You know, I hit all the points. I was well trained. I was a corporate serving beast. And on this particular day, I'd like to think it was a Tuesday, I had the lovely opportunity of working the early bird shift, which is, you know, that's peak hours. Good money during the early bird shift. I had a table of 4 lovely elderly women. We'll call them the Gilmore Girls. I came up to this table and I was like, hey guys, how's it going? My name's Blake. I'll be taking care of you this afternoon. Before I could finish my little spiel, she was like, water. We're gonna do 4 waters, and then when you bring the waters, we'll take our order. Wow, this is how it's gonna be. In my head, I was like, oh, is that how restaurants work, ma'am? Cool, I'll go ahead and get your waters, and then I'll take your order. It's not like I work at a restaurant or anything, you fucking old lady weirdo. Sorry, I got carried away. Absolutely, ma'am, I'll be right back. So I went, I got their waters, I came back to the table, and as I'm setting them on the table, she doesn't even give me a chance to do anything. She goes, we're gonna do 4 Caesar salads. Make sure to put the dressing on the side for my Caesar. And I was like, I'm putting the drinks on your table, like relax, dude. I'm trying to, let me at least write it down. But of course, you know, it was pretty simple. I remembered the order, so I went back to the kitchen. At this particular restaurant, we, the serving staff, had to make the salads. So I, you know, put together the salads. I made sure that hers had the dressing on the side, because she's the alpha. If she doesn't get what she wants, she's gonna beat my ass. I walked it out to the table, I put it all down. Is everything good? No response, of course, nothing. Taking care of my other tables. I'm pre-bussing one of them. As I'm walking back with, you know, hands full of dishes, walking by the Gilmore Girls, and I notice on the floor, the dressing that she had ordered had fallen on the floor and spilled everywhere. The ramekin was on the ground. It looked like someone just jerked off in the middle of the goddamn aisleway. It was disgusting. And before I could even acknowledge it and say anything like, hey ma'am, I'll take care of that, don't worry about it. Before I could do that, she snapped her fingers at me, pointed at the dressing on the floor, and with a mouthful of dry salad, she was like, more! Like some kind of like dying cow, just more! More! Like a zombie about to attack and bite my face off. This is Florida, so that's not unreasonable to think that it could happen. I guess when she snapped her fingers, something snapped within me, because I like lost my shit. Oh, you want some more dressing? I'll give you more dressing. Just throw the fucking dishes in her face. But I didn't do that. What I said was, absolutely, I'll be right back with that. I went to the kitchen, you know, I threw the dishes in the pit. You want some fucking dressing? You want some fucking dressing? I went and got the ramekin, just pumping it in there. I got your dressing right here. I would never spit in someone's food. That's disgusting, okay? I'm not a fucking animal. But what I did do was I walked back over to the table, and I set the dressing down on the floor, right next to where the other dressing had spilt, and I said, there. Yeah, I was a fucking badass in high school, dude, okay? Would I do that now? Absolutely not. But I did it, and I said it, and I said there, and I walked away. And as I was walking away, she's like, what are you doing? That's my dressing. You put it on the floor, you fucking asshole. What would your mother say? Just losing her mind, and I knew that this was gonna be a huge issue. So I went to my manager immediately. His name was Will, and he was freaking awesome. Will, table 73 is gonna be pissed. They're probably gonna wanna talk to you, and if you could just go handle that, that'd be cool. And he's like, what'd you do? Well, she insulted my soul. I put the dressing on the floor, and I'm sorry, dude. I'm really sorry. And he's like, all right, well. He went over to the table, and she screamed, she's like, he came over here, he's been rude the whole time, he put the salad on the floor. And he just looked at her and goes, now why would he do that? And it felt so good to know that my manager like had my back. I was like, oh shit, he's got my back. Well, that's a good ass manager there. Maybe this is gonna end out pretty good. And so immediately after sitting down with the table and comping probably their next 10 meals at this restaurant, he brought me into the office and I got fired.
You want some fucking dressing? There.
And it hurt really badly because this was like a really sought after job. What I learned from that story is that no matter how much money you're making, the respect that you have for yourself, money can't buy that shit. Your respect is worth more than anything. And that lady's probably dead now.